In today's Our Region's Business Online Extra, Songs for a New Year.
It's time for reinvention. Gather kindling, light the match.
Pittsburgh CLO decided to say goodbye to 2020 by commissioning a series of songs to begin the new year. Mark Fleischer is executive producer of the Pittsburgh CLO. Welcome, good to see you.
Good to see you, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, big question, I guess, is how's it been going through the pandemic? You were one of the first industries and organizations to be affected by all of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a challenge. I'm not going to lie about that. Like I said, we're the first to shut down, and our business is done in person and with large gatherings. So for CLO, Broadway shut down, and within the next week, we had canceled the start of a show in rehearsals. We haven't produced anything since March, so it's been a challenge. We've found some incredible ways to pivot. The school, the CLO Academy, was online within 4 days, I think, with 200 classes up, and continue to wrestle with back in person, online, hybrid, like any school district. But we've found a lot of interesting ways. We've communicated via this virtual environment. We've created a talk show. We've had a lot of different things come up. But as a summer theater, 75% of our income comes in through the summer, and we were already into planning for the summer when it canceled, and now we're trying to figure out what to do with a second summer looming on the horizon.
Do you have any early sense of how you're going to approach that, or what
Well,
your plans are?
I will say we want to do something. It's our 75th anniversary. CLO was founded in 1946 as a civic engagement project in many ways. Pittsburgh Civic Light Opera, to bring people together. So we're working with partners in the area. We're working with the government. We talk to our colleagues, but really we're at the mercy of when we'll be able to gather and when we'll be able to see the cases go down. So, if we have to push a little bit later, we'll push later, but we are committed to having something to celebrate. And from the very beginning, Pittsburgh CLO was brought together, bring the community together as a sense of community to celebrate something, because those founding fathers like Kaufman thought we needed musicals. So we believe that. We still believe that bringing people together to celebrate musical theater is going to be a great way to get us on the other side of this once we can gather.
As someone who's made a career in television, I love television, but I would hate to think that the future of theater is video like this.
No, I can't. I mean, there's nothing more special to me than that overture starting up. The hair on the back of my neck comes up, and that live sitting next to a stranger in a shared experience is sort of, that intersectionality of the community, both artist and audience, is really what's unique. And I know all my colleagues in Pittsburgh are trying to find ways to keep us connected, but really we will not be fully back until we're live and in person.
Speaking of pivoting, tell me about Songs for a New Year. What was the idea behind this new initiative?
So we spent a lot of time stabilizing the company, obviously, and looking for resiliency and how do we move forward, in this time. But at the heart of what's been really hurt has been the actors and the artists that create what we do. We had to, cancel actors coming in for the summer, and we haven't produced in a while. So as I was looking at the new year, turning from 20 to 21, people were putting so much hope on 2021 and what would happen. I thought about the idea of writing songs about this.
I'm gonna organize my closet, get my skeletons in a row, stop the constant self-destruction, interrogate the status quo. It's got to be different next year.
So we reached out to 5 songwriting teams and said, would you take a paid commission to write a song about the transition from one year to the next? Almost in some ways, what Olivia O'Connor, my manager in New York, said, it's sort of like them writing their old lang syne for themselves. They wrote the song. Then we identified singers who were CLO alums, and they recorded the songs. And then we were giving those tracks to choreographers who are associated with CLO, and they're creating dance or movement pieces, and then they're filming them. So we're sort of become MTV. We're releasing music videos, but they're really interesting and unique, and they have such unique voice and visual qualities. And as I said, it gave an opportunity for us to do some work. It also allowed me to not spend my day totally on a spreadsheet, but to do what I really love doing, which is talk to artists.
So, the CLOs of the world, like the Symphony or the Cultural Trust, as institutions, can get through this. But there's the performers, the stagehands, everybody else involved in this creativity. This has had to have been an awful time for all of them.
I will say there was no harder day for me than calling every actor in the summer season and saying, because I also knew that I was not the only call. They had to be getting 5 calls that week as we all came to grips with reality. But you're right, we are an institution, but we exist to support the art, to share it with our community, and the artists are at the heart of that. And artists will be at the heart of our recovery. That's why it was great to move into this project after stabilizing the organization, focusing on our students first, and now moving to the artists.
Well, I would say break a leg, but it just doesn't seem proper in these current
We'll
times.
stay away from hospitals as much as we can, right?
Yeah, exactly. But certainly I hope it goes well for you as we move deeper into the new year.
Thank you, Bill, and thank you for all you're doing to keep the word out there about everything happening in Pittsburgh.
I'm Bill Flanagan, and that's today's Online Extra.